Hey, it's great to see you again. If you are new here, my name is Bill Benoist. I'm a certified professional career coach in Silicon Valley. And in today's video, I want to talk about the topic of looking for work out of state. So this is a topic that comes up periodically with my clients. In fact, it was one of my clients just recently who asked if I could do a video on this topic and share my perspective. And I thought that would be a great idea. So there's a couple of things that I want to encourage you to do and a couple of things that I want to highly encourage you not to do when it comes to looking for work out of state. Number one, some career coaches out there, some individuals will advocate, don't put a city and state reference on your resume if you're looking to relocate. And quite frankly, I think that's a really bad idea. And here's the reason why. You got more and more companies out there that are using applicant tracking systems. And if you don't have a city and state, that may just get flagged in the applicant tracking system that you're not local, and that even if it doesn't get past the applicant, or if it does get past the applicant tracking system, or there's not an applicant tracking system that's being used and simply a recruiter or hiring manager, I'll tell you, if they don't see a city and state listed on your resume, that's likely going to raise some eyebrows with them. I know it did with me, and I know a lot of other hiring managers out there will do the same. So definitely you need to keep your city and state on your resume. So then it comes to, well, should I maybe lie on my resume? And I don't know what other words, they speak, like maybe a white lie or something, but a lie is a lie is a lie, I believe. And, should I lie on my resume and list the area that I want to relocate to as my current city and state on the resume? And my feeling about this is it's probably not a good idea for a couple of reasons. Number one, you're just starting off on a lie. But number two, it's likely going to come up during your interview with the hiring manager or the recruiter that you're currently residing in one area, but you put this on your resume as another. And no matter however you try to explain this, it's still going to come across as you weren't really upfront, in this. And it's kind of starting out on a sour note. So I wouldn't advise lying on the resume, but what I would do on the resume is you want to be upfront and foremost, and that is to put, right next to your city and state, your current city and state, relocating to, and the time frame of when this is going to happen, or at least if now there could be some cases there where you may not be open to relocation unless you land a job first, and I totally understand that. So then you may just put willing to relocate. But one of those, and I would say willing to relocate in the city and state where that company resides in. So this way, again, that should be in favor for you for any applicant tracking systems because you'll have that city and state local there. But also, I think what is most important in the process of this is really a cover letter. And you've heard me in the past, as an advocate of cover letters, I know that a lot of recruiters out there will say cover letters are not necessary anymore because I'm getting over 250 resumes. How do I have time to read a cover letter? But you need to have a cover letter in this, and you need to address your willingness to relocate. But this is key. Do not make this the top priority of the cover letter in the cover letter with this. And here I have an example of how to do this. In other words, sell yourself first, and then in the conclusion of this, you can point out that although you reside in this area, you're looking at relocation. Okay, all that said and done, there's something that's even more important than all of this, and that is you have to network. And the best way to do this is to start networking, building your network up in the area where you want to move to. So we're going to show you a couple of things here. I'm going to bring up my LinkedIn account, and I just want to show you a couple of ways that you could maybe start increasing your network out there. So what I want to do is I want to show you a couple of ways that you can increase your network And I'm going to do this cold, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to expect here, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to work for me because I have quite a few connections out there. So I live in the Silicon Valley, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video. And let's just pretend for a moment that I want to, or I plan one way or the other, of relocating to Austin, Texas. I'm going to just select that one out there. If I had an audience that was live and I said, so give me a city and state, I would just use that, but I'm going to just take Austin, Texas, just off the tip of my tongue because I was thinking about that earlier. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to type in, one of the things I want to do is I want to go ahead and I'm going to see what kind of connections I might have with my college that I went to. So I did a master's degree at Bellevue University out of Bellevue, Nebraska. So I'm going to see if maybe there's any alumni out there from the college. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into search here and I'm going to type in Bellevue University. Oops. And here we go, Bellevue University and people. So you notice I have Bellevue University out here. You put in your college, maybe it's Stanford University, whatever. And you see that I have 173,000 results, but I'm going to go over here to location and I'm going to type in Austin, Texas. And there it is right there. I'm going to click on that. Let's see what we come up with. 563 individuals there. Now I could even bring it down a little bit better if I wanted to do this. I could go up here to connections and say, well, just show me my second connections. Anybody that knows somebody that knows these people. Look at this. So I have a lot of people. In fact, I recognize this individual right here as somebody that I used to talk to all the time at Bellevue University. But I have all of these individuals where I could just simply make a connection with them. I could go ahead and connect with this individual here and I can say, hi Craig, I see that we, if I'm going to go into Craig for just a moment here and take a look, and there he is, Associate Vice President, Finance and Accounting, Bellevue University. So I may go ahead and reach out to Craig and say, hi Craig, I see we both have something in common with Bellevue University. I'm in the process of relocating to Austin, Texas, and would love to start building my network up, and just send it. I'm not asking him for a job or anything. I'm just simply starting to do the connection. Now, so I could use Bellevue University as my way to connect with this individual out there. Another way that I can do it too is I can just go to, let's say, I'm going to type in, I'll go to people here. I just click on people in general right here, all people, and I'm going to do location. I'm going to type in Austin, Texas. And we'll hit apply. So we've got about 1 million individuals that live in Austin, Texas, or have that, you see this right here, Austin, Texas, Austin, Texas, Austin, Texas, all the way down. I can go over here to connections and let's just see what I have for second connections. And I have 644 out there. I just curious about something. I'm going to go to first connections because I have 1,200. Click on this. Look at that. I have 9 connections, first connections out there who live in the Austin, Texas area. And as I'm looking through this, I see 4 or 5 individuals that I can easily reach out to. A couple of them that I actually worked with at some points in time that I haven't really talked to in many, many, many years. So let's say, for example, Mark here, I might want to reach out to Mark and say, hey, Mark, man, it's been a long time. Hope you're doing well. Hey, guess what? I'm relocating to Austin, Texas. And I may just start this relationship back up. And that's probably what I would want to do. So, they say that 80% of jobs out there are filled through networking and referrals. and not by mindlessly sending out resumes. So what you want to do is I would really start working your network in this and start getting close to them, and you can sit there and you could group these together, and after you started this, say, hey, Ruth, or hey, Mark, I'm going to be moving out there and I'm looking for a position as whatever it could be, product manager. So do you know anybody in the industry? But I'm going to start using them, and then I'm going to also start looking, same thing with the Bellevue University. But when I do start looking for jobs out there, so let's just try this for a second. Let's say that I'm looking for, I'm going to say a job out there, and I'm going to put in here in the United States, I'll put in Austin, Texas. Oops, get rid of that right there. There it is, metropolitan area. I'll just select that one, and jobs in Austin, Texas, metropolitan area. I can even put on my jobs alert if I wanted to do that. But what I'm going to do here is, let's just take a look as I'm going down through this, and you see I have a lot of other filters right here. But let's just take, say Rose International. I'm going to click on that. I've never heard of it before. 1,574 employees. I'll check on that. Let me see if I have any second connections that work that may know people. I got 30 connections. I know a lot of these individuals here. Vera Fishman, I used to actually share an office with. Michael Choi was somebody. I know a lot of individuals here that I could reach out to and ask them if I could drop their name as I reach out to these specific individuals. So many different ways to start doing the networking out there. And again, I want to let you know, yes, the resume, you want to make sure that you're not lying on it. You can sit there and say relocating to the area and choice. Make sure that you have the cover letter, but also, more importantly than that, start building your network when it comes to relocation.